My name is Andy, and this is the most magical podcast on earth. When I'm not on holiday at Walt Disney World, I'm planning a holiday to Disney. And when I'm not planning a holiday to Disney, I'm talking about Disney, with other UK fans like me who make the trip to Orlando and the House of the Mouse. So whether you're a parks professional or a Florida first-timer, this is the podcast for you. Each episode, I'll be chatting to other Disney superfans to share memories of their magical times, answering your Walt Disney World questions, getting you all the latest news from the parks, and finding out what's happening right now in Orlando. So get your ears on as we take you to the most magical place on earth. This is the most magical podcast on earth as part of the Secret Recordings Network with brand new episodes every fortnight. This episode, we'll be chatting to Lindsay, who was, it's been a year since she's been to Walt Disney World. We'll find out about her latest trip and her earlier memories in a moment. And of course, we're here to answer your questions as well. If there's anything you want to know, any planning questions, maybe you're going soon, or maybe you're planning or you're about to book, anything that I could hopefully help with, do drop me a message. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, at Pod Magical. Give us a like, give us a follow while you're there as well. Hi to Debbie, who's going next year. She's got the Disney dining credits, but now that the Disney dining plan is back and it's going to be back to purchase from January, is it possible to buy the Disney dining plan with the dining credits, the free dining credits that I've given? I've checked up on this, and sadly, no, you can't. But as I mentioned on, I think it was the last podcast, sometimes the dining plan isn't really worth it if you're going to be paying out of pocket. Just have a look about what you're eating. Do you want to have dinner every night where you're getting a meal and a dessert and an alcoholic beverage? Because maybe you'll go to that restaurant and actually you'll want to order something else anyway that's actually a bit cheaper. So you end up ordering something more expensive just because you've got the dining credit and you don't really want it. But if you've got the dining credits, the money, you can't unfortunately use that to purchase the dining plan, I'm afraid. And also, on the subject of the dining plan, also found out that back in the old days of the dining plan, if you had quick service credits left over, you used to be able to get 3 snacks in exchange for 1 quick service credit. Apparently you can't do that anymore. It's a little bit annoying, isn't it? Any questions you may have, drop them over. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, at PodMagical. It's been a year almost since she was at Walt Disney World. Have you recovered yet? Oh, you still got the Disney blues, Lindsay?
I think we may have just got over the Disney blues, but it's quite sad to leave Disney World. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the next one. Takes a while.
So tell me, why do you love Walt Disney World?
I think when we went the first time in 2015, we always said it was going to be a holiday of a lifetime. We don't think we'd ever get back. But since then, we've been another 2 times and now planning the next one. I think it's just, when people say that it's magical, it doesn't quite give you the feeling that you get when you walk through the gates of Magic Kingdom and walk up Main Street. It's everything. It's the whole atmosphere, the way people treat you. It's not the rides, it's everything all together. The whole experience of Disney is just something I've never experienced.
It's funny how people always say, like, you talk about why you love it, and they talk about walking down Main Street and seeing the castle. But is that your favourite part of Walt Disney World? Is that your favourite park, Magic Kingdom, or is it something else?
I think it's definitely the best feeling you get as you first arrive. We always go to Magic Kingdom first because it is my favourite part. But having said that, last time when we went, so many new things are there that weren't there last time that I think I might have changed a little bit. I think I might have some new favourites.
Yeah, you can't have a favourite park, I don't think.
No.
Just love everything. So when was the very first time you went, and what do you remember from that trip?
We went in January 2015. My girls were only little then. My youngest was 6 and my eldest was 9. And we had no idea what we were doing. We had no plans in place because we just had no idea what to expect. And we went when the free dining offer was still on and we had free fast passes. So we knew to kind of sort some plans out and make some reservations. But besides that, we had no idea. So I think the first day was a massive shock to the system. Anyone else that's been there knows that the first day is a killer because you've got jet lag and you're so tired. And we planned so much that first day. We were absolutely exhausted and had to leave. We had to go home to bed. The memories from that, there's one particular thing that sticks out. My daughter, my youngest, was hula hooping in like a kiddie area in the Animal Kingdom. And the music that was playing in the background was a Justin Timberlake song. And it just sticks out in my head so clear. It was that feeling of kind of complete happiness.
Oh, wow. So every time you hear that song, It triggers that
Yeah.
Disney memory. Funny, and it's not even a
It
Disney
does.
song.
No, exactly. No.
Is that your all-time favourite memory from your Disney World trips?
I think it's the one that stands out the most. But I think last time, because my girls were a bit older now, we drank around Epcot during the Food and Drink Festival last year. That was amazing as well. So that's quite a big memory.
So I'm trying to do the maths now. How old are the girls?
So now they're 17 and 14.
So they weren't drinking around the world, though?
No, they weren't. They were just trailing behind us.
Like a drunk 14-year-old going around Epcot.
We went with quite a big group this time as well. So there was an extended family, and we kind of won, really, when we kind of said, right, what are we doing today? Well, we're going to drink around Epcot. Oh, well, the girls, I don't really want to do that. Well, unfortunately, kind of like 6 against 2.
You've got to. That's the way it goes. Did you get a drink from every country? Did you do it properly?
Well, we tried. We didn't quite manage that, and the heat was really, it was ridiculously warm the day we did it. So we made a few drunk purchases halfway around.
What did you buy?
We all bought Mickey ears with the flowers on for the English shop.
Oh no.
Yeah, and then we all wore them together. It was an interesting look.
Happy memories, though. Happy memories. I suppose your holidays have changed now with the girls being little first time you went, and now being like teenage girls now. I'm guessing the first time they weren't going on, Rise of the Resistance. Well, Rise of the Resistance would have been there, but like the bigger rides, it would have been more like the kiddie rides and meeting princesses. Or do they still do the princess meets?
Absolutely. The first time we were really keen to get all the character meets in, and we had the autograph book, and we did the I'm not sure how to pronounce it, Akashus, where you meet the princesses and sit down and have a meal.
Epcot, I know which one.
And we did all that. Epcot, and we loved all that. And now they've grown up a little bit, and I would have liked to have gone and met the princesses, but they weren't so keen this time.
Lindsay, go without them. Go like, if you don't want to come meet the princesses, stand outside looking miserable, because I'm going to get me some time with Tiana, because we got to talk about her beignets.
Oh, absolutely.
Leave them out.
But let's go and do their own things. They do tend to leave us too a little bit now.
So do you let them go off and do their own stuff then? I suppose you can, can't you?
We're in a park together, I do. I would never send them off on their own on the buses or anything.
No.
But in the parks, if they'd like to go and get a snack or a drink somewhere else, or if they don't want to queue with us, they'll go and do their own thing. Yeah,
you've got that safety. As long as you're staying in the same park.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of your favourite Disney World things, Lindsay. Let's go straight in with your favourite attraction.
It's got to be Flight of Passage. That new ride for me, my husband disagrees. He likes Rise of Resistance. But the Avatar, I've always loved the film, and that ride, it gives me goosebumps now I think about it, how much I loved it.
Have you seen the latest Avatar film that was out back end of last year?
I have, yeah, I loved it.
Doesn't it just make you feel like you're back on the ride especially if you go and see it at the cinema? I know it's on Disney Plus now, but
yeah, absolutely. The whole water thing, it's amazing. What they've done with that is fantastic.
And what about favourite restaurants, favourite places to eat?
It's a real tough one. I'm a massive fan of. It's probably, I don't even know if it's a favourite generally, but Boma at the Animal Kingdom Lodge, because that was our first resort stay. We've always loved it. We always go back there for breakfast. It's a buffet breakfast or a buffet evening meal. Because
the food there is a little bit, you can get some real quirky things. Are the girls good with that? Are they quite adventurous eaters?
Generally, yeah, they're both pretty good actually. They'll try anything. My eldest particularly, she's into curries and kind of sushi, and anything she'll try. My youngest, we tend to work around what she'll eat, and she tends to be quite safe, but yeah, they'll give most things a go.
Yeah, and
we've never run into trouble there.
There's always chicken tenders, isn't there? Wherever you go, there's always a chicken tender or a mac and cheese.
There is.
There's
always a quick service that'll get you chicken tenders, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So when it comes to planning, who does the planning? Do you now all do it between you, or do you take complete charge?
My nickname is Monica. I'm a massive control freak, and I actually planning this is as much fun as the trip for me.
It is the whole holiday, isn't it?
It is. I think that planning it gets you excited for it, I think.
Yeah.
And I don't want to suck the joy out of it, but organised fun is the way forward.
But you do the organisation, then you can have the fun when you get there without the stress.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, it is. I love planning. And because we plan it so far in advance, by the time we get there, I wouldn't go as far as planning every hour of the day, but I know which parks we're going on. I know which rides we're going on, roughly where we're going to eat. So, yeah, I do love the planning.
Well, I'm guessing you have to know which parks at the minute because you have to make the park reservations, all of that way is going, thank goodness. But you kind of have to do that.
Yeah, thankfully that's going because that's just been a headache. I think the right to take that away. But then I suppose if you like, we tend to go for 2 weeks, and for 10 days we know roughly when we're going to go because we plan rides and things. And when it was the old fast pass system, you had to know where you were going anyway.
Yeah. And of course, it's all changed. So how did you plan for your last one? Did you do Genie Plus? Did you do any purchase lightning lanes or anything like that?
We didn't. I'm lying. We tried Genie Plus one day, and it was just so busy. We didn't really get enough use out of it, I don't think. And quite a few of the rides were down at peak times and things. So I feel like the fast pass was the best system they had, and I wish they bring that back. The lightning lanes for us, unfortunately, with a family of 4 on top of the cost of the holiday, is just too much. We made the most of Ropedrop. We'd be there early. We'd queue for the rides we really wanted to go on, and then just hoped to get a short wait time somewhere for everything else.
Lindsay's with us on the podcast. We're going to talk about your favourite hotels and your perfect Disney day in a moment. But because it's been a heatwave in the UK, we're going to talk about Christmas now. Back with Lindsay in just a moment. A news update, which is a full-on festive update. We've got all the news about what's going on this Christmas, Walt Disney World. A lot of our favourite things are returning. Magic Kingdom will once again host Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party with the Once Upon a Time Christmas Parade and Minnie's wonderful Christmas fireworks. And you get like the little snacks and some character meets. Various dates from the 9th of November through to the 22nd of December, with ticket prices starting from $159 to $199 per person for the party at the Magic Kingdom. But there's another party coming, which I'll tell you about in just a moment. There are other things going on as well. Festival of Holidays with the Candlelight Processional returns to Epcot. We've got the holiday decor over at Animal Kingdom theme park. The Christmas tree stroll will be coming to Disney Springs. But at Hollywood Studios, which I love at Christmas, Hollywood Studios at Christmas, it's got like a classic Christmas feel. They'll be doing some festive stuff throughout the day as normal with the projections on the Tower of Terror. But Hollywood Studios is going to be hosting a new Christmas party. Disney's Hollywood Studios have got something called Jollywood Nights. This sounds brilliant. Sounds more like a adult sophisticated evening. So if you don't want like the kiddie fun of what's going on over at Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios have got 10 nights of this event. This is going to sell out really quick. So from the 11th of November to the 20th of December on 10 nights, Disney's Jollywood Nights, separately ticketed event. The event starts at 8:30, goes through till midnight. Dress in your holiday best, they say. Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell will be coming back for this event. But there's also going to be a DJ who's going to be spinning holiday tunes. There is going to be a Latin street fair. This is what's getting me. Kermit and Ms. Piggy are going to be hosting a holiday special at the Theatre of the Stars with some Disney friends. Hyperion Theatre are going to be having a very special Christmas sing-along. There's going to be a jazz lounge at Hollywood Brown Derby. Hollywood Tower Hotel Courtyard is going to be having a special spooky Christmas event going on there as well. There's going to be various holiday-themed photos and characters going to be there as well. And, of course, some of your favourite attractions like Slinky Dog and Rock and Roller Coaster you'll be able to get on, and some special desserts and food that you'll be able to buy on the night as well. Disney Jollywood Nights over at Hollywood Studios, something brand new. I think it's going to be great. And if it is great, I think it'll be something that we'll be seeing for the next few years as well. Tickets for that, $159 to $179 per person. So a little bit cheaper than the party over at the Magic Kingdom. Tickets go on sale on the 29th of June if you're staying on site for those events. Of course, updates for all that and links to all of this over on our socials. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at Pod Magical. Let's get back to chatting to Lindsay. So, you've always stayed on site when you go to Disneyland? You mentioned you stayed at Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Yeah, we love staying on site. We hope to get a benefit out of it somewhere or another. And last time we had some dining credit, but we just love being on site. The whole convenience of it, and the feel of the Disney hotels. I know it's a bit more expensive, but we try and save in advance and plan for that.
Have you stayed at a number of hotels, or has it always been Animal Kingdom?
Yeah, no, we did the Animal Kingdom the first time. Second time we stayed at the cabins at Fort Wilderness, and which were lovely. We loved that. And then last time we went to Coronado Springs, but that was a split break with the Cabana Bay at Universal as well.
Right. Okay. How did that split stay work then? Was that good? Did you how many days in each?
We did 10 nights at Disney and 4 nights in Universal, and it was quite seamless, really. We quite enjoyed the split.
So did you do Universal at the end?
Yeah, we saved the big rides till last.
But did not, wasn't part of you like when you were leaving Disney going, I know we're not going home yet, but I want to go back to Disney just before we go home, like on the last day or anything like that? Especially with having the 14-day ticket.
Yeah, it was. We tried to cram so much in, and we did more this time than we have in the past. But we just didn't have time. I think, it was. We grieved a little bit early for Disney this time.
And was 4 days not too much for Universal? Because Universal, like, because I've been quite a few times. Like, sometimes I can do it in a day, but like I feel like 2 days is enough. Was 4 days not too much, or did you have some pool time and stuff? Yeah,
I think it probably is a little bit much. We did Volcano Bay for a full day, and then the rest of our party wanted to do a bit of shopping, so we used that time to do the malls and things.
Yeah, good idea.
So I think, it was probably too much if you're just doing the parks for Universal, but if you want to cram other things, have a rest at the end, it's probably a good chance to do that.
And tell me about the cabins at Fort Wilderness. What was that like?
Oh, they're so lovely. I must admit, it feels a little bit as though you're out of Disney because you're not in as much touch with people as you are in the hotels, but they're so good. It's done so well. And there was me, my husband and my girls. My mum came that time as well, so she took the little pull down bed in the lounge bit, and lovely. We absolutely loved it, and be able to grill outside and have the kitchen area and still have access to all the transport. It was really good. We loved it.
Is it full on self catering, and then you've got how many bedrooms are in there? Is it like a proper little bungalow?
It is like a little bungalow. It's like a full kitchen that is just one bedroom, so there was a double bed and bunk beds in there, and then you've got the pull-out bed in the lounge.
Right.
But
okay.
The girls were quite small then again, so it wasn't too bad. In the next trip we do, we're planning to do a lot more and drive a bit more outside of the Disney bubble, I think.
Oh, what's on your list? Where do you want to explore?
We're tying it in. My husband turns 50 in 2025.
Oh, he doesn't look it. He doesn't look it, Lindsay. He doesn't look it.
He'll love that. He will love that.
I know, I've never seen him.
We're starting off in Texas and then going through Tennessee and Georgia and various other places and ending doing 10 days road trip and 10 days Disney.
Oh, wow.
So I think we'll end in Miami. So we'll drive down through maybe Clearwater Beach and try some of that as well.
And are you going to visit Gracelands and everywhere like that?
Yeah, I'd love to go and do that. I really want. I don't know if it's too far out, but I'd like to go to Dolly World.
Yeah, I think Dollywood's. Oh, yeah, because I've looked at it. I've fancied doing a road trip to do Memphis and Dollywood, but America's such a big place. I got a friend who's just got back from early this year. She did a honeymoon over there. And even Gracelands. Wow. Gracelands is not what you expect. You think it's just a house, but it's an entire theme park in itself. There's loads of stuff behind it. And
is it? Yeah, it does look like it's just a house when you see pictures of it.
But what a trip. And was going to Disney, was that part of the deal to do that trip? You go, we can go, but...
We always try and aim for Disney, but I think because the new Universal Park opens in 2025 as well, and we're trying to tie it in with that a little bit as well.
Yeah, that'll be epic, literally.
And I think I've got a bit of a theory that next year, because they're bringing the dining plan back, I'm hoping that with the draw of the new park in Universal, that Disney might offer the UK customers dining plan back. Fingers crossed.
I would say that because they've still been doing the dining offers with the cash, and now the dining plan is back to buy next year. I think when 2025 goes on sale next year, probably April time, I reckon the free dining plan as we know it will be back. I think, like you say, they need to draw people in. Otherwise, people are going to go, but they're probably going to stay at Universal, and they want people staying at a Disney hotel. So I think you're right. I think the proper dining plan's going to be back. Hopefully.
I think the incentives haven't been quite as good recently.
Yeah, but I think they are going to have to pull people in and definitely want people staying on site. Not just visiting the parks. I think it's more about getting people on site and staying in the accommodation.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's a big thing. So, Lindsay, you've got your perfect day at Walt Disney World. Tell me where you're going, what you're doing. Talk me through it.
Okay. I've chatted through this already with Mark. I think he was like, "Oh, you don't have many rides on your plan." But for me, I think it's not so much the rides. I think I'd start my day. I'd go to Boma first for breakfast. Again, it's just my favourite restaurant.
Yeah.
I'd have a bit of a later start. I'm not a morning person, so the Ropedrop kills me. So I'd have a late start. Then I'd go over to the Animal Kingdom and do the Avatar Flight of Passage. I'd go and have a wander around. I'd quite like to do the paid animal trail where you get lunch and things and you go around and see all the different animals.
Oh, yeah, that's really good. Yeah, that's very good.
It looks amazing. Yeah,
the Wild Africa
a few
Trek.
vlogs with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I'm not too stuffed from breakfast, I quite like Tree BBQ. The food there has been amazing before. Maybe an alcoholic Dole Whip around lunchtime.
Yeah. All right for that.
And then there's always alcohol. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's my motto.
Yeah, exactly.
I think then head over to Hollywood Studios, go and do Rise of Resistance, all the old classics like Tower of Terror. Tower of Terror is my favourite. I love Tower of Terror. It's great. Hang around there for a little while, and then head over to Epcot. Ideally during Food and Wine Festival when the stalls are all up, and then catch the fireworks at the end. Nice.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
When you go to Hollywood Studios, they've got that new little cocktail bar at the minute, haven't they? The Indiana Jones cocktail bar. Well, it's only like a little outlet.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah. I haven't heard about that one.
Only just opened like last week. But it's because they've got the new film coming out. So maybe you could have a little drink there just before you go on Tower of Terror. Yes. What's better to get a little giddy on and then do Tower of Terror? Sounds perfect.
Yeah, that'd just tighten a little bit, wouldn't it?
So that's your perfect day at Disney World. But I'm going to end on this question, controversially. Is there anything you don't like?
Do you know what? It is quite controversial because I know it's a fan favourite, but oh God, what's the name of it? It's a Small World.
What?
What? I'm sorry, I know.
But surely you should love to hate it.
Yeah, it's probably a love to hate thing.
Yeah.
It's a bit overrated for me.
Thing is, though, Lindsay, could you go to Walt Disney World? Could you do 2 weeks in Walt Disney World and you come back and you go, do you know what? We didn't go on It's a Small World. Could you live with yourself if you did that?
No, probably not.
See?
No, probably
it's
not.
An essential, isn't it? It's an essential.
Yeah.
Well, it's been lovely chatting to you. I'm already looking forward to 2025 and that big road trip. Sounds good.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I really enjoyed talking about it.
And have a magical day.
And you too.
We're looking for guests to come on the podcast. So if you love talking about Walt Disney World, got a favourite restaurant, got a favourite attraction, got a favourite memory, I'd love to share it with you. Just send me a message, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, @PodMagical. You can DM me. We'll sort out time. We'll get you on a Zoom and we'll get you on the podcast to share your memories. Maybe you're going to be going soon. If so, give me a shout. We'll get you on when you're back. If you are going, tag us in your pictures as well. We'd love to see what you're up to. The weather's going to be hot. Yes. That Florida humidity is here. Also, the crowds are here as well because these schools in America have broken up now. They go back mid-August, so expect it to be quite busy. It's Pride Month, so look out for those Pride walls all around the parks and around Disney Springs. As I mentioned earlier, the new Indiana Jones film is opening in a couple of weeks' time. There's the little pop-up bar at Hollywood Studios for a couple of cheeky cocktails, if you fancy that. In fact, even if you don't want to drink, worth having a look there anyway, because there's a few props from the film. And the Flower and Garden Festival continues as well at Epcot. That's on for about another 3 weeks with live music in the America Pavilion at the Garden Rocks Festival. I think it's Tony Orlando who is on this weekend. Not really sure who he is, but have a good time. Here is a top tip for this episode. I always like to end the podcast with a top tip. Here is your top tip for this one. It's about making yourself a fancy coffee without paying the prices at Starbucks or Joffrey's. Yeah, put your money away. Be adventurous with your refillable cup. If you've got a refillable cup, yeah, it's not just the soft drinks out of the machines. You can get coffees in there as well. So be adventurous. Get a coffee. Get some ice. You can make yourself an alternative cold brew, but also you'd be even more adventurous. They've got things like vanilla-flavoured creams and stuff like that, so you really can make some quite fancy coffees. Or maybe, if you get your coffee, you take it back with you, put it in the fridge before you go to bed at night, and then in the morning you can wake up, you can give yourself a nice coffee. There's loads of stuff you can do with the coffees and the flavourings around there, so be a little bit adventurous. If you like that coffee first thing in the morning, you've got your refillable cup. It includes coffees as well. Top tip for this episode. You got any top tips? Or you want to be a podcast guest? Give me a shout. We'll get you on. Hit that subscribe button. We've got brand new podcasts that come out every other week. So if you're new to the podcast, make sure you subscribe, then you don't miss an episode. And there's loads to catch up on as well. And if you haven't done so, I really appreciate this. If you could give us 5 stars or leave us a review, particularly on Apple Podcasts. If you could leave a review to say you like the podcast, hopefully. If you hate it, then just don't leave a review. But yeah, if you could give us 5 stars, that just helps people find us. That's brilliant. And we'll be back in 2 weeks with another new episode. Until then, please stand clear of the doors.